Everything else would be bearable. Huh? Yeah. Donnie? Good? You got an audience in there? Coming up on News 4 Tucson at 6, a look at the University of Arizona's finances to find out what kind of fiscal shape the school is in for the next school year. Plus, we're looking into how much money Santa Cruz County has recovered following the conviction of a county employee who stole more than $40 million of taxpayer money. And later, helping to prevent drownings, we're live at the latest Swim Fest, teaching the ABCs of water safety. News 4 Tucson at 6 starts right now.
Live from KVOA, this is News 4 Tucson.
Good evening, everybody, and thanks for joining us. I'm Sean Mooney. Tonight, getting our first glimpse at the University of Arizona's 2026 fiscal year budget. It comes at a time when the university continues to deal with its $170 million budget deficit. News 4 Tucson's Connor McGill joins us live from the U of A with what we're learning from University Chief Financial Officer John Arnold. Connor.
Sean, well, with that deficit still in play, it really comes to fruition with how the university is going to go about this fiscal year budget. As we know, cuts are going to be made across the board. We're told by the university those cuts will entail a 2% cut to academic structure and a 7% cut to administrative structure. Here's what John Arnold had to say about the planning that's gone into this budget.
I've told several groups now in all of my years of budgeting, I don't know that I've ever walked into a fiscal year with more unknowns than the fiscal year we're walking into right now.
During his presentation to the Board of Regents today, Arnold addressed a list of planning principles behind the 2026 fiscal year budget. They include a plan for a balanced budget built around increasing days cash on hand, provide appropriate recognition to employees, which includes a compensation package, recognize the university's transition phase, the many changes in university administration, and don't react to rumors and projections. Put the university in a position to react when we have the facts on the ground. Coming up on News 4 Tucson at 10, you'll hear from a U of A professor who has some thoughts on this budget. Live tonight from the U of A, Connor McGill, News 4 Tucson.
Thank you, Connor. We are tracking the latest wildfire burning in southern Arizona, and we now know the Jacobson fire is over 40% contained as crews continue to work on that fire burning near Safford. According to the Safford Ranger District, the fire broke out in the Turkey Flat area of Mount Graham, and this all happened on Monday night. Fire officials say the area is temporarily under a no-fly restriction so the crews there can continue their work. So far, about 8 acres have been burned. The cause of the fire is currently under investigation. Closer to home, we'll head outside right now, taking in the view from our Storm Tracker 4 Skycam network. That is a live look at the intersection of Broadway and Wilmot. Nice light cloud cover we've been seeing all day, and it cooled things down just a bit. Storm Tracker 4 Chief Meteorologist Matt Brode, we know all of this coming with a purpose as far as the weather goes, because we really could use some rain.
And Mother Nature may be offering up some of those goodie bags of rain. We'll see. Probably as soon as tomorrow east of Tucson. Not a great chance Saturday. Then Sunday into Monday are best chances we've seen in quite some time. As the sun starts to poke its head out of the clouds one more time today, our Storm Tracker 4 Skycam network coming to you from the Westin La Paloma poolside. Why not? 94 degrees at the airport. Winds are calm. That's a good thing. 7% the relative humidity, so very dry air in place. Low to mid 90s all across the city of Tucson. 6 o'clock on your Thursday night. We got mid 80s in Nogales, low to mid 80s in Bisbee, Tombstone. So it's a good looking afternoon, early evening of weather here, really all across southeastern sections of Arizona. Those clouds giving way to some peeps of sunshine before that sun sets. But look at this. We got this moisture moving up from Baja California. Low pressure helping to feed that in. But where's the source of this moisture coming from? Well, if you've been tuning in at any length of time this work week, you know we had that tropical disturbance that turned into a tropical depression that today is a tropical storm. Its name is Alvin. Sits right here along the southern coast of Mexico. Won't make landfall there. About 550 miles south of the tip of Baja California. And this, my friends, will have some ramifications into our forecast, like I mentioned, a little bit later in the weekend period of time. So the plan for your Thursday night breaks down like this. Low 90s, mostly cloudy still at 7 o'clock, but decreasing clouds pretty rapidly. 9 o'clock, we're into the low to mid 80s, back to the mid 70s by 11 o'clock tonight. And I'm back in a few minutes. We will time out, talk about who gets the most rain when you join me back here, Sean, in just a little while.
And we hope it's a lot. Thank you, Matt. Developing here in Midtown, Tucson police need your help identifying a suspect. Take a look at your screen. Now, this past Sunday, that man you see right there was seen inside the Burlington Coat Factory near Broadway and Alvernon, committing what police are calling lewd acts. Now, his actions were witnessed by a customer, apparently, and he was also seen on surveillance. The man is described as 45 to 50 years old, around 5'8" and about 160 pounds. If you know or recognize this individual, you're asked to call 88-CRIME. So, how much money has Santa Cruz County recovered so far from former County Treasurer Elizabeth Gutfahr? Well, that is the question we're digging into after News 4 Tucson obtained court documents showing what a receiver has been able to take or sell. You may remember Gutfahr pleaded guilty in November to stealing nearly $40 million of taxpayer money. And News 4 Tucson's Jafet Serrato is live in Rio Rico. Jafet, what have you found out?
Hey there, Sean. Santa Cruz County has been able to recover nearly $6 million so far. And that's not all. Here's a breakdown of what was recovered. After Elizabeth Gutfahr pled guilty to stealing nearly $40 million in Santa Cruz County taxpayer money, a receiver from December 2024 through March of this year has been busy recovering money from Gutfahr for Santa Cruz County. In this graphic, you can see $1.1 million worth was taken from Gutfahr's bank accounts held in the name of her husband, and others. $980,000 worth of third-party funds was acquired. Real estate in Arizona and Mexico has net the county nearly $3 million. Undeveloped land she owned was worth more than $100,000, and partnership interests with entities gave the county nearly $98,000.
It's probably leftovers what they're getting back.
That's what one Rio Rico resident thought of the numbers, and it does not end there. Gutfahr has nearly 400 head of cattle that was sold for more than $600,000. 23 vehicles seized gives the county $584,000. Farm equipment has been sold for $109,000. 15 horses that she owned are going for $28,000, while personal property is at around $33,000. That all adds up to $6.7 million. But since the receiver gets paid $777,000 for his work, that leaves the county with $5.9 million. $5 million of that will go towards school and fire districts impacted.
It should go back to where it was taken, but we also need to recover more of it.
Gregory Benoist is one of many Santa Cruz County residents I spoke with who had the same thought. Gutfahr is expected to be sentenced in June.
It's not going to make us feel any better, and it's not going to help us recover any faster.
Santa Cruz County is not finished collecting money. Gutfahr's sentencing is set for June 18th. That's next month. Live in Rio Rico, Jafet Serrato, News for Tucson.